So in this video, I'm trying out a few new products that I seen in Daisy, my cousin's video, and I hope that you guys like this. I didn't know what to record, but I just I just kind of based it off this shirt that I'm not really like flattered by, but I didn't have anything orange, and this palette is the 35-2 palette, so the 35-20, something like that. So I had to use like an orangey vibe here, but so I'm going to use this palette to create a look that way, it matches with my shirt. And I think I'm going to start off with my face because I feel so ugly right now, but okay, that's beside the point. I started using this Artistry foundation that my friend hooked me up on. So I'm going to start this video by putting some foundation on just because I feel super, I don't know, I feel like in videos I need to put foundation on before I start my eyeshadows because I look kind of funny just with my eyeshadow done. That's just me personally, but in real life I do my eyeshadow first. H101 brush. I'm gonna take this very light peachy shade right here. It's like a peachy brown, and I'm just gonna dust it in here and start doing circular motions. I'm not sure if I want to do dramatic or not, I'm not moving my brush upward because this brush is already really big and fluffy, so it's like distributing the product all over my eyelid anyway, so I don't want to take it all the way to my brow bone. I'm going to go in with this Morphe M441 brush. It's a clean one. I'm going to take, well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to do something pretty basic, but, it's a new look for y'all. I needed to upload something. So I'm gonna go in with this brown right here, and tapping a little bit off. And I'm just gonna go back in with that first brush and start diffusing these in a little bit more around the edges right here and on the outer corner, so it's not too harsh. M443 brush, it's by Morphe. We're gonna take, I don't know what brown to take. There's always so many browns that I don't know what to be taking. I'm gonna take this red brown right here on the corner. Do the same for this eye. Just gonna start tapping it in there and then start blending my way in and out. I'm going to cut my crease. So on the inner part of my eye, I'm going to take this light shade. It's like a yellow based gold champagne color, something like that. So on the other half of that, I'm going to put this shade right here. This is another shimmery shade. I'm just going to put this on the other part right here. Start blending these two in like this, just going back and forth. That way they create like a better mesh of each other. So now with a MAC 220, now with a MAC 217 brush, I'm gonna take I don't want to make this more darker, So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to take the same brown, but since this is a smaller brush, it's going to pack it on more precise and darker. So I'm going to start blending this in and just really deepening out this outer corner. Okay, so my lashes are put on, so I'm just going to put some concealer now. I'm going to take another shade of this concealer. So I'm going to take this LA Girl, concealer, but this is in the shade Light Ivory. It's a little bit darker than the other one. I think it's like a shade darker. And it does look a little bit orange, but when I blend them out, they turn into a different color, so it'll match me. But they do look a little bit scary at the beginning, because the yellow one looks really yellow, but when I blend it out, it looks fine. You see? It gives off a different color. Because if I use that porcelain one, yeah, that one is too light for me. So I like to blend it on the sides of my nose. And then right here in the inner part of my eye. And then out here. I'm not going to stamp it too much right here because I don't want to make that too precise. Because I want my eyeshadow to look a little bit blown out, you know? So I love these concealers. These concealers are so good. They have such good coverage and they look so like smooth under the eye. And they feel so hydrating. I think Shape Tape was a little bit too dry for me. So I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it. Alright, so to set my eyes, I'm also gonna try this Revolution baking powder. I didn't find the banana one that everyone was like talking about. I found the lace one, but I saw that it was pretty light. Ooh. The only thing I don't like is this whole mess. Literally, like, look at this. Wow. Yeah, I don't like this. And press it in quickly. I like to bake right here. This is where I get creases. And on the sides of my nose. Because I feel like my foundation tends to like crack there, you know? So I really bake. Even though I'm dry, I like to bake where I put concealer. Start pressing this in my skin. It feels kind of, I don't know. I'm just gonna use any leftover to set my cheeks. That way when I go in with the bronzer, it doesn't go on patchy or stick to any areas of foundation. I don't know how I feel. My under eyes feel super dry. I don't know if I put too much. They feel really dry. I mean, this is not the first time I used it. I used it, but I used very little and I felt fine. But I really stacked it on now, so maybe that's why I feel so I don't know. It looks really good, but my under eyes feel super dry. I don't know how to describe it. It feels kind of heavy, but my skin feels so good. So for bronzer, I'm going to use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And I use just the one bronzer because I know there's like a light bronzer, but this one's just called bronzer. So I don't know. I think they're like the exact same shade, but still. I like to add bronzer right here because it adds like a shadow so my lips look a little bit bigger, you know. Soul by MAC. It's the perfect blush for all skin tones, for all occasions, for every look. It just matches. It's not too pink, it's like rosy. Like a true blush color, so you know. See? Like that. Now I'm just going to set my face so everything melts in. Hopefully that hydrates my under eyes because I feel super dry. I'm going to spray some on my sponge. And I'm just going to go over this just a tiny bit. It already looks a lot better. And it feels better. I think it was just because I put too much powder. But this, wow, my skin looks so good. My skin, like, legit looks really good. So I'm just gonna kind of set this a little bit. So I seen Daisy, these products I got at Ulta because I seen Daisy Marquez do a haul on that, or like not a haul, a first impressions on it. And I saw this palette and I was like, you know what, let me grab it. So I'm gonna use it. I didn't know how I felt about it the first time. I don't know. But I mean, it's a good affordable palette, I guess. It's not, you know, and it's colorful. I don't have any of these shades really. So I'm just gonna like mix this one and this one. And go back with that one. So well, I put so much highlighter on, but I'm gonna take that gold shade and put it in my inner corner. I'm just gonna use that one shade under my lash line to keep it very soft. And I'm gonna put mascara on now. Ya saben, this lip liner, light brown, I think. I have to line my lips with brown because I like the contrast it makes with any lip color. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to use this e.l.f. lip gloss. It's a lip plumping, so it does kind of tingle. But I seen Katie from Lustrelux like rave about this. She like wears it all the time, so I needed to try it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys really like this video, please let me know, and you guys know what to do. Please give me a like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.